She never stops making dramas. Okay, she never stops doing that. Why am I saying that? Well, what happened actually this time? Something that I wanted to share with you guys about this duplicitous duos, what they have done, what they have tried to pull. But before I do that, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Hit the like. Let me know what you think. Also, leave a comment. And let me actually share with you this particular piece. Okay, Archie and Lily visited a Scottish island with their parents, the Harkles, during their recent trip to the UK. This is what is coming on the news. And how many of us actually knew about this? Well, a lot of us. Why? It is because they wanted us to know. Meghan and Harry, they wanted us to know how they spent their time, what they did, all the fun stuff, all the photographs and all those things got leaked by Sussex squad, by Meghan Markle herself, so that they can do something. What they can do something? Well, that's what I will tell you in a second. But that's really what the plan was, what the purpose was of the trip. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's children also met King Charles and Queen Camilla during their UK stay. We know that. But again, some people say, oh, that never happened. Okay. According to GB News, the US-based royal couple quietly whisked Archie and Lily to a different Scottish destination earlier this month. Well, that is not the problem. If they have whisked their child away from UK or somewhere, or before going to UK, it doesn't really matter. They can do so. It's their surrogate invisible children, and they have the luxury of doing whatever they want. But the problem comes next. Okay, the problem is not that they have visited Scotland, they have visited UK, whatever. That's not the problem. The problem comes right after that. Referring to Daily Mail, the report said that the family stayed on Tenera Moor, a secluded private island in the Summer Isles, owned by billionaire hedge fund co-founder Ian West. Okay, we do not know him, don't need to know anything about him, but it does give me a very good impression that this was a free trip offered to them by this individual. Private island is somewhere owned by billionaire hedge fund co-founder Ian West. I'm thinking Ian West, maybe he's the one who offered them free trip. Go to this island, take some photo, or make a big deal out of it, and then people will all of a sudden flock to my island. That could be one possibility, but that is not the only possibility. Okay, that is not the only possibility. Harry and Meghan traveled to Scotland from Northamptonshire, where they had been guests of Earl and Countess Spencer at Althorp, the ancestral Spencer estate. So they traveled all the way to Scotland, okay, from a different place where they had been guests. So they were meeting Earl Spencer and Countess Spencer, okay, at Althorp. They took photos there. We know a lot of pictures were taken there, and at the same time, we also know that after that particular visit, this very dangerous woman, she visited that particular island in Scotland. Okay, so again, the problem with her visiting the Althorp, the gravesite of Diana, is that she took a lot of pictures for her own PR. Looks like, as I said in my other videos, she made some kind of arrangement with the Spencer family, Charles Spencer. I will discuss on that more in my next video. But definitely she wanted something from this trip. Even though the trip looks like to me organized by, or paid by, I should say, Ian, I think this is how you say his name, Ian West. But they nevertheless wanted something from it. Okay, even though the trip was really not that expensive, because the expenses were taken care of. During their stay, the Sussexes placed flowers on the grave of Harry's mother, Diana. William did not like it because he said this is not something she should be doing, coming to UK, United Kingdom. We're not talking about England or London, we're talking about United Kingdom. William did not like it. He, according to one report, he's now planning to move the grave of Princess Diana, but that's a different topic. We'll discuss that in a second, maybe in a separate video actually. According to royal commentator, this whole trip is used as a bait for the palace. Meghan wants to see how the king will react to this trip. Remember, I said that them going from one place to another for PR, not a big deal, but the problem is somewhere else. Remember, I said in the beginning of this video. And do you know what the problem was, or what the problem is? They made it a huge PR thing. They wanted the king to take a look at what they were doing, especially their children, even though they're fake surrogate. But they wanted the king to pay attention to all the fun they were having in that island, so that the king will be like, oh, I want to invite them over again. They're fun people. They're enjoying their life. Look at them. They're so innocent. But according to royal insider sources, they are saying that this was all calculated move on Meghan's part to take those photos and make it a PR issue, a PR thing, because that way she will get a lot of attention from the palace, from the king, and might get an invitation from the king on her own terms and conditions. Because remember, the last trip, it was on the palace's terms and conditions. They could not take picture, they couldn't post anything, they couldn't talk about the meeting, nothing. Everything happened was behind closed doors, though that 47 minutes that took place between Meghan, Harry and the king. So it was not on their terms. But next time they want to make it on their terms, especially Meghan Markle. Meghan believes, by enticing the king to it, she will prepare the ground for her next invite to the palace on her own terms and conditions. In other words, she is doing everything in order to gain control of the situation she lost the control over. She cannot afford anymore to not take picture and publish it, taking pictures with the king, taking pictures with the Spencer family. Of course, Spencer family, they don't like it. They do not agree to this idea that Meghan will take picture and that she will have free access. And I have also mentioned that the Spencer family, they have communicated with the William, told him that this is what they are doing, this is what they have requested or they have demanded. Now, William, it's up to you how you want to manage this whole situation. That's what the vibe I'm getting. But I do have some insider information that I will share with you, because this is not what it looks like. Okay, what happened during this whole trip was far more to it than what they showed to us. They are planning to bait the monarchy. They're planning to destroy the monarchy. They're planning to do whatever they want. And they're also planning, most importantly, to make good money, because they have run out of it. Some comments here from Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. Thank you so much for your comment. Shelly, subscribe for more videos, and I'll give you